All right. You good over there?
Yeah, I was close to the table.
Okay. All right. This is episode 3
I see that. I know what 3 looks
of Share the Door. I don't even know my own opening, but it's the podcast where, you know, me and you have a friendly discourse. I think if you want to call it that.
That's what it's called. We have a discussion.
Friendly discourse.
Okay.
Based off of movie news that's current, and we flip it and try to relate it back to our lives in a hypothetical way. Cool?
Cool.
Each explanation, each episode is going to be different. So go back and listen to episode 1 if you want the legit description. Cool?
Oh, really? Can you read the bio?
I don't even put in the bio like that.
Okay.
Alright, so as we do with every I didn't even introduce myself.
You didn't.
We already know this. It's your boy Black Jack. No gambling.
Whew, man.
Leo Archibald, and I'm here
very
with.
fast. Brianna.
I'm sorry.
Brianna.
No, you said something before that.
Oh, I thought that's when they get old very fast.
No, that's a bar.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know. All right, so as we do every episode, we'll start off with the first movie that we saw, or the last movie that we saw together. What? That's fine.
Okay.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. The last movie we saw together, which was The Predator. So, what'd you think about that movie overall?
Well, I thought it was a good movie overall. I was entertained. Although, I guess I went into The Predator thinking scary movie because weren't the old ones scary? Somewhat.
No, I mean...
They weren't? I don't know. They came out...
Maybe.
I don't know. Did they come out like 80-something and like 90-something?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't around to see it anyway. But I just remember having the experience from Halloween when I was a kid where I was terrified of somebody dressed up as the Predator. So I was, I guess, hoping to go into a scary movie.
I think you're thinking of Alien.
No, someone was dressed up as the Predator.
No, I'm saying like scary movie-wise. Alien was more of a horror movie. Not horror, but it was more of a scary movie
Yeah, it
than
had more
Predator.
scary elements. But yeah, I thought that Predator was going to be scary. It had good action and it had good like violent deaths and there was some comedy in it. So it was a good movie all around. Just I was looking for scary and it wasn't scary.
Chicken.
I should have. How does that make me a chicken that I said it wasn't scary?
Because you assumed it was going to be scary because you were chicken.
No, I was hoping for a scary movie.
You look at the Predator's dreads and you think of a black guy, so you immediately get terrified.
No, his face is terrifying.
Oh, and you see his dreads.
No, not
You probably think he's
anything
wearing
about the
Jordans,
dreads.
too.
Nothing about the dreads. It's his face.
I'm just saying Black Lives Matter, but whatever.
He's an alien. There's not a race.
They call black people predators.
Who?
One of those racist politicians.
Okay.
So you like the movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie. It was funny. What's the guy's name? Is it Keegan? Who is he?
Keegan-Michael Key, I think.
Keegan-Michael Key. Is that his name?
I believe so.
He was pretty funny. He had some pretty good jokes. And then the guy who had Tourette's.
Tourette's?
Tourette's.
Tourette's. You said Tourette's.
Tourette's.
Thomas Jane.
Yeah, he was funny too. His character was funny. I did not like how they were very codependent on each other, but it was a funny movie.
Oh, them two characters?
Yeah.
They had a background.
I mean, yeah, they had a background, but like towards the end where he ran out and, spoiler alert, Key's pill ran out because the other one was about to die. Key's character Key's character ran out because the other guy was about to die. Like, you could have thought it through differently. You didn't have to just run out there because your friend was about to die and then ultimately kill yourself too.
I was his friend. They survived or whatever.
No, one of them blew up the other person's car and that was the only one who survived out of the car or something like that.
Exactly, they survived.
I guess.
Wow, you evil.
I'm not evil, but he had other things that he could have done to help, you know.
Like save himself.
Not save himself, but been more beneficial to the team and not just kill himself right away.
The team was fine.
Not really. I feel like the entire team spoiler alert, the entire team died except for the main character guy.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Everyone didn't have to die.
Yes.
Majority, yes.
You keep the kid alive, you keep the main guy alive, and you're not going to kill the girl.
Why not?
Then,
She wasn't.
because they were the two leads.
I guess.
You keep them alive and you kill all the bad guys, or the bad people who helped save the day.
They weren't bad people. They were mentally unstable people. They weren't bad people. Just because you're mentally unstable doesn't mean you're bad. If you go to war, you might come back mentally unstable.
They was doing some crazy stuff.
Because they were mentally unstable. They weren't bad.
I mean,
what did they do that was bad?
One guy shot somebody. Even though that person ended up being himself.
Exactly. He shot himself. He didn't shoot anyone else. So he probably
the loonies.
Shot himself because he came back
They
from
were the
crazy
band
war.
of misfits.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, they're not bad. Although they did just go around killing a lot of people in the army. I don't know. That's not good either. The other army people were just doing their job too.
I'm just throwing my hands up.
Except for Sterling's character. Sterling's character, he was bad.
I don't know why he was bad.
Me either.
They just made his character a bad guy for really no apparent reason.
Right, he just maybe he was just really, really dedicated to his job and didn't care about other. I don't know.
He just seemed like a sketchy, a secret, sketchy government official, but he was just being evil for no reason.
Right, kill the girl. She was there to help you. You brought her there.
So I thought he was good in the movie, but I didn't like the explanation with his character. It really wasn't there to explain why he was acting like that. And then when they killed him, they didn't even get a second to let his death breathe. It's just bam, he was shot, and then completely went on to the story like there was nothing.
Yeah, I don't even remember him dying.
Yeah, because he had that gun on his shoulder or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody said something, and it triggered the gun, so the gun just shot him in the head. But
seriously?
But it happened like that. That's what I'm saying. They treated his character like he was a nobody. I know he wasn't one of the main characters, but since he's a stature of an.
But he was with the team of people who didn't care about him. So what were they supposed to do?
No, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the movie.
But what I'm saying is in the movie, if he's surrounded by people who don't care for them, how could they have made his death a bigger deal when the people around him didn't care about him? They could have.
You see how you said you didn't even know he died?
Yeah, I don't remember him dying whatsoever. I don't know what happened to him.
If they would have kept the camera on that moment a second or two longer,
okay.
Yeah. Then so you could he died. If you turned your head for a second.
I imagine he died by somebody triggering his own gun. Why couldn't he have died by the alien?
It wasn't his gun.
His shoulder thing killed him, right?
Yeah.
It was his gun. That was his shoulder thing.
I thought that was one of the alien technology.
No, that's people gun. He put that on there, and he died by his own weapon because someone else said. They could have made his death, I guess, bigger. Maybe him getting killed by the alien by a predator in a bigger way. I don't remember him dying at all. I don't know what happened to him.
I think Olivia Munn's character said something, so that makes sense.
Oh, so she killed him?
No, I don't. I said, it happened so fast, I couldn't catch exactly what happened. But somebody said something. He turned his head, and that sound or what they said triggered the gun, or his head triggered the gun. I don't know, but I think she said something. So if she basically killed him, then that makes sense.
He was going to kill her.
Yeah, they had their own little tension. So it was either going to be him,
man, I don't remember him dying,
or the main guy's death. That's what I'm saying. Even though he wasn't one of the main characters, you don't have to put emphasis on his death.
He wasn't. He was one. He was so the Predator was the main and antagonist is the bad guy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the Predator was the main antagonist, and then he was the second to main antagonist.
He was the human antagonist.
Right.
Yes.
So he technically was the main character. I don't remember his death at all. I don't remember him dying.
But of the humans, he wasn't in a part of the loonies.
Yeah.
So I guess I can see why they won't want to show it all like that and put emphasis on it. But since he's a star actor, I would have thought they would at least make sure you knew yo, don't plan on seeing Sterling anymore.
He was a star actor in he's a star actor period, and he was in Black Panther. He had a small role.
Yeah, but he had a key role.
It was a key role, but it was a small role. He wasn't there for long.
No, that's fine. It doesn't have to be long,
yeah.
But it has to be if it's key. And then when they showed him die, it wasn't where'd Sterling go? Where'd Sterling K. Hide the Straps Brown go?
Oh goodness.
That's his name.
He can just stick to This Is Us, and I'm cool.
Nah, he gotta tell you.
I mean, he is doing, no, he's branching out, getting in his movies and whatnot. Maybe he'll get like a bigger role one of these days.
Nah, he gotta tell you to hide the straps. In every movie, that's...
Oh, he did say that.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking about when I first saw Black Panther.
He said the N-word in Aliens, and I just couldn't take it.
Because you got him surrounded by all these crying white people, and this is us.
Like, he just walked by an alien, and what did he say?
I don't know, I can't remember.
It was funny, though. I just wasn't expecting it from him.
But he was funny. He had like a little interesting laugh in the movie.
He did have a weird laugh. But he was heartless, though, shooting little kids' kneecaps.
He threatened to do it. He didn't do it.
He would have did it.
Probably. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was just evil for no reason. Like,
right, like,
you're doing your job, but...
Like, you ain't gotta threaten to shoot a little kid's kneecaps off.
And, like, they didn't... And this was... Since it was, like, a sequel to all, like, the Predators, I don't
think I've seen any of the other Predator movies besides Alien vs. Predator.
I've seen Predators.
When did that come out?
Like, 2008? Or 9? Or 13?
If it came out in 2013, I might have saw it.
I said between 8 and 2013. One of those.
I mean, if it came out between 2011 and 2013, maybe I might have saw it, because I would have saw it with you, but I don't remember it.
No, I didn't see this with you.
See, look at you just going to movies without me. So disrespectful.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think it came around in 2008, between 2008 and 10.
So, okay, then
I think
that's
it was
fine.
in high school.
That's fine, but I didn't know you.
Yeah, because it had Adrian Brody and Topher Grace in it. And Topher Grace was the bad guy.
Nope.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Even though people seem to think that movie's better than this one, but...
Really?
Yeah, people don't like this movie.
I need to watch it. They don't? It was a good movie.
They don't like the story.
Yeah, the story.
It was too chaotic for them.
The story, I don't know if it was... Like, I was able to follow along. I knew what was happening. But I don't think it was the best story, I guess. And,
whatever.
Like, I didn't understand why that... Spoiler alert. I don't understand why the Predator wanted to trade on his own race.
Because he was a traitor.
But why? He was still killing people when he came to Earth anyway, so why are you coming to Earth
to give them
how to kill more Predators? Like, why? I didn't understand that. Like, why was he a traitor?
The carryover, for this to be a sequel, they didn't really connect it to the other ones very well.
They didn't connect it to really much to anything. The only thing that they said is that they've been here before. They've been here in 87, and they've been here in 90-something.
Right,
that's all they said.
Y'all should have a little more fear of these things if they came.
Right, they came plenty of times, and I don't think that they had to, like, bring in old characters from the past, but they could have mentioned them or something. Like, I feel like they did that in Alien, didn't they?
I don't remember. Alien vs. Predator was so awful.
Not Alien vs. Predator, but, like, I feel like just, like, in the Alien films period, didn't they? One thing that I thought was cool, though, was, like, when he would, like, throw his weapon and then he would pull the people in to kill him. That reminded me of Mortal Kombat, when the guy is like, "Get over here!" and he kills him.
I ain't familiar with Mortal Kombat like that either.
You're a disappointment.
I'm so busy watching basketball.
You're a disappointment. Mortal Kombat, not the bad guy, but one of the guys, his name is Scorpion. He has a chain weapon that's attached to him. He throws it at the other opponent, and he yells, "Get over here!" And he does one of his fatality moves. It's pretty awesome.
You talking about the game?
Yes!
I thought you were talking about like one of the movies.
No! I didn't care about that movie. That movie was garbage.
I'm sorry. Tension over there.
Because the movie was garbage. You just play the games. Just play the games. You don't want to watch the movie.
Alright, so when the movie opened up, I thought I was watching like a generic Marvel movie. Because it really reminded me of like an intergalactic Marvel movie like Guardians or something. Because it started in space.
I can understand the generic feel.
Yeah, because they had that generic Marvel movie score. Not saying theirs are generic, but like the superhero score.
I mean, I didn't feel like the Marvel score, but I did feel like a generic movie vibe, yeah.
And it just the way it looked when they showed them in space, and then how it looked on Earth, like two completely different movies.
I mean, you did go through like a vortex or loop or break in space or something. Maybe it was supposed to be like that.
But just how it looked like a completely different person shot the space scene compared to the Earth scene. That's just me.
I'm saying like maybe they meant to. Because like when they were first in space, they were like maybe like a different universe or something, and then they split it open, and then he went through again, and then he was at Earth, so maybe they meant for it to look different.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't
know. What's that kid's name? Rory?
What's his name, Rory?
I think so. I'm not even going to Google it either.
Yeah, I remember seeing Rory on his stuff. I don't remember them saying his name too much, though.
Okay, well, the kid, I know he had like some mental issues. Or maybe he was...
Maybe autistic, I think.
So he was a genius, because autistic
Yeah,
people are smarter
he was
than
a
us.
genius. He figured out alien technology in a matter of 2 hours.
I'm autistic. I forgot that.
Nathan, don't do that.
I am.
You're not.
Atypical came on, and me and that guy were the same.
No.
I'm not saying there's wrong with it.
I'm not saying there's wrong with either, but you shouldn't claim to be that. There are real people with that.
We should all want to be autistic. They're geniuses.
That little boy was a genius, though. He figured out alien technology in a matter of, like I said, 2 hours, but these people who've known about the aliens for 20-something years couldn't figure it out, so that's
why he had a job.
pretty sad.
But I only brought him up because when he killed that one guy, like accidentally with the helmet.
They just act like he wasn't traumatized from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, he just killed a whole person.
He wasn't traumatized by that. When he saw his dad kill that person right in front of him, he wasn't traumatized.
Maybe the autism does it.
I guess, but I was like, any other kid would be freaking out. They would have had some reaction toward it. He didn't really have a reaction.
Right, like when he blew up the house and like when someone else asked him how to use the helmet later, oh, it just gets attacked and it does it for you. Like he didn't even like...
And it wasn't no normal kill.
Flinch.
The guy's body blew up and then the house blew up.
Right.
I was just like... And that scene was so...
And then he used it to scare the other kids. Like, dude, you should be traumatized. You just killed a whole person.
Crazy.
He should have thrown the thing at you, but you just killed a whole person and blew up his whole house. Who knows who was in the house?
Probably a family.
Right, he just killed them all.
A dog, a cat.
Poor puppy, it could have. They didn't kill the dog
Poor
in the
puppy,
movie.
not poor cat, though.
They didn't kill the dog in the movie. That made me happy. I thought that was going to happen when the...
Well, they killed one of the dogs.
No, the alien dogs don't count. What about the real dogs? No, those are alien
I do
things.
not like how the predator dogs also had dreads.
Right, why would they have dreads too? Like, they're not the same thing, clearly. I didn't like that either. That was dumb.
I did like that one of the characters asked why they also had dreads. And
yeah.
Olivia Munn's character said they're like little sensor thingies.
But they still didn't have to have it. We don't all match the way that our pets look. They didn't have to make their pets look that way.
They looked comical. So I didn't like that about that.
And I don't like how just because they shot it, he completely became their friend, but then he also tried to attack the other predator. Like, what do you shooting it? How does that change its idea of who to stay loyal to?
Yeah,
that was weird to me.
I like that they had the dogs in there, but I didn't like the way they looked, and I didn't like the way they made them act. Like that whole, what they say, lobotomize?
Yeah, like
I don't like that whole situation. That was stupid. They could have cut that scene out.
That was weird.
Even though the poster gives it away, I didn't expect the human-sized predator to get killed midway through the movie by the giant predator.
The poster shows that he's getting killed?
Well, they show like a predator hand holding the head of another predator, and you just see like his spine. So if you
that's what they do on Mortal Kombat too. He pulls the guy's head off and his spine comes out.
You need to start playing like some brain soothing games, brain stimulating games, not violence.
Nope, I'm good with violent fighting games, and I'm good with adventure games that involve a lot of shooting.
Okay, well, so when somebody has a violent outburst, well, you know why. That's why I play 2K.
I have my violent outbursts in the game, so I don't have them in real life.
I play 2K.
Facts.
So
you're not good at any other games.
No, it's because I choose to play 2K.
Nope, it's because you're not good.
So if I have a basketball outburst,
on
that's me doing exercise.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't expect that, but it was cool. Even though I don't like the whole, like you said, the reasoning and the story behind the predators. That stuff could have definitely been fleshed out a little better, explained better. But they were super violent, and they were entertaining when they were violent. So even though they weren't used the best, they were violent, and I enjoyed watching the violence. So I was cool with that. What else?
They also didn't explain why the predator, like, he killed all those other people who all of them weren't even threatening him. Like, they were, like, when he was in the room and he woke up from being on the table.
They kind of seemed threatening.
No, like the ones who were around him trying to shoot at him, yeah, they were threatening, but the ones who were, like, backed away from him, he still tried to kill them anyway. But then when he walked past Olivia Munn's character, that's her name?
Really? Yeah.
Go me. Olivia Munn's character, like, sitting on the floor naked, he didn't try to kill her, he kept on walking. But there were also some people who weren't trying to come towards him, weren't being a threat towards him, and he tried to kill them anyway.
She did mention that when she was naked, he didn't attack her. So I thought they would have played off that more. But then I guess when you find out that he was actually there to help them, they just wanted you to rely on that information and just ignore what she just said. So...
I still don't get why he was there to help, though, because he still killed a bunch of people.
I mean, he was there. He was there. Yeah,
But
when he
why?
woke up, some of that didn't make sense, but the rest of it made sense.
What do you mean?
Because, like, he could have killed all those other people. Like, remember he had the dude in the chokehold on top of the bus or the van or whatever? He could have killed him.
They distracted him. He couldn't.
No, but he could have killed him on the spot.
Oh.
But he needed something, so he was just using aggressive tactics. And he could have killed them in the school, but once he gave him the thing he wanted, it was cool, even though he got just interrupted by the big guy.
Yeah.
So he didn't really try to kill him.
Maybe, like, the human DNA he had gave him compassion for the humans, and he was trying to...
Yeah, they just didn't. They didn't explain that too.
Yeah. Well, they explained the human DNA.
They did?
Yeah. So...
And I didn't fall asleep on this movie either.
You didn't, but they explained the human DNA and the fact that they had other alien DNA in them too because they were doing upgrades. They were going to the different planets, finding the strongest, the fittest, the smartest, taking their DNA and putting it in themselves to evolve themselves. So that, maybe when he got injected with human DNA, he learned compassion. Maybe. I don't know. They didn't explain why did he decide to become a traitor.
Yeah, like I said,
that doesn't make sense to me.
The story wasn't the best. It could have been done better, but I was so entertained by this movie actually being funnier than it should have been.
Yeah.
And violent throughout the whole movie, so I was cool. Like, they had a cool death with Nettles. Was that one of the guys' names?
Nettles was one of the guys' names.
I like the way the force field chopped his body in half.
I felt bad for him, and I also felt like he was being kind of dumb. Like, he clearly saw the main character go under the force field, and he saw the other one jump over it. But what does he do? He just stands around and looks at it in a circle while his legs get chopped off. He didn't even try. Like, I feel like they
needed that cool death.
It still could have been cool, but they could have made it like him at least trying. Like, he jumped maybe too slow, and they got like it cut it off right at his knees. He was still standing on it. Like, he could have jumped a little bit higher.
Sometimes you gotta do stuff for the death.
It still could have cut his legs off, and he could have still slid off. If he could have jumped a little bit. Just not jumped fast enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't realistic. I don't like that part.
And shout out to my boy Trevante Rhodes. It's the black guy in the movie.
I liked him. He was cool.
For dying last of all the loonies.
Did die last.
And he went out in style too. He was bodying that engine.
Oh, I mean, he
sacrificed himself.
I guess he had to.
I mean, he was going to die regardless.
Right, because he was going too high up in the air.
But he chose how he wanted to die, so he went out shooting.
I mean, hey, at least he got it right this time. You know, the first time he missed his head and had to walk to the hospital, so.
That's not it.
How do you do that? Like, you're holding a gun at point blank range and you miss?
It's meant to be. And
then you can still walk yourself to the hospital? That's crazy.
Better things.
That's crazy.
I didn't like how they kept using that invisible little technology that the guy got from the Predator.
Why not?
Because, like, how is, whatever the main guy's name was, how are you able to just take that technology and be able to use it easily? Like, they didn't even show him, like, press a button. He just told his son, like, yo, whenever you want to be invisible, here you go. And everybody was able to use it after that.
Predator technology, you just gotta play around with it. There's not much on it to do with it, so maybe you just gotta squeeze or, I don't know.
But I would like to see that explanation. No. This Predator technology is supposed to be hard to understand.
I mean, not really. The helmet attacks when it gets attacked, so clearly Predators are kind of
But it's not just gonna be, it's not gonna just make you invisible when you want it to be, when you want to be invisible. It's not a mind reader.
Makes you invisible. Boom.
I ain't rocking. But yeah, so when speaking of...
Oh, what also didn't make sense to me was that ship flew so far from Olivia Munn. However, when it crashed, she was there in 0.2 seconds. How the heck did she get, like, I don't know how many miles, but a lot of miles?
How you know she's not a fast runner?
She ain't that fast to catch up with a whole darn spaceship.
You don't know that.
There is no way for her.
I'm not going to put it past women because women can do anything.
They can do anything, but they were so far from where they left her.
I'm just saying.
They were so far. Right now. No, they were so far from where they left her.
That was Usain Bolt. You wouldn't be saying that.
Who?
Usain Bolt.
Who's that?
Oh my! We're moving on because
we are because you're not acknowledging that didn't make sense.
If we had viewers, I would tell them to go in the comments and tear you up for not knowing who Usain Bolt is.
I don't care.
You are wild.
That makes no sense that she was able to catch up to them.
You are crazy.
I mean, he would have died without her, but that makes no sense.
Don't know who Usain Bolt is. So just speaking, like, when I kept saying it's entertaining and funny, I thought mainly that was the little loonies, that little cast of characters.
They were funny.
Because like you said earlier, they were all funny. Keegan-Michael whatever his name is, he was hilarious. Actually, Thomas Jane, his Tourette's were funny, even though I wish he would have did it more. He didn't have that too many Tourette's outbursts.
Really? I feel like he did in every scene that he showed up in.
But I would like to see more.
I
want more until it gets annoying. Yeah, everybody took their little opportunities to be funny. Needles was funny, whatever his real name is.
Really? I didn't think he was.
Really? I thought he was funny.
I feel like the only time I thought that he was funny was like in the hotel room, maybe.
I thought he was funny
And
in
he
the
gave
house.
her the unicorn for no reason.
He was just so blunt. Remember when he was like, "Yo, don't use that term, retarded." You see, his son is retarded.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny.
So he just kept having those blunt lines that I thought were funny. And the guy who wrote and directed this, his name is Shane Black. He also was the guy behind The Nice Guys. Remember that Ryan Gosling, Russell Crowe movie?
You went to see that without me.
But I showed it to you.
I never watched that.
Yes, we watched it on TV when we had the Fire Stick.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep that second time.
We both fell asleep, so.
But I think we rewatched it.
I don't remember that.
Well, that's a great movie. So he did that. I can't really remember if he wrote and directed or just directed Iron Man 3. But he was behind that. So, I like the way he writes movies. He makes them all entertaining. He clearly needed to work on the story part of this movie.
Yeah.
But when it comes to entertaining, he shows his talent as a writer.
There's supposed to be another one?
I mean...
hoping to do a sequel?
Of course. That's why they said the sequel up at the end.
How?
The suit.
Oh.
The Predator hunter suit.
Yeah, I guess.
Because clearly they said more Predators are going to come because it shows the world is dying. So they're like, ooh, we got to get in while we can. So more will come. You put the Predator hunter suit on and bam, go toe-to-toe with them. Even though that suit, it looked cheap.
Yeah, it looked pretty off when they put it on.
Yeah, I was like, this looks like it was made in the 90s.
Why would the Predators make a suit to kill themselves that looks just like them?
I don't know if that was their intention.
Or maybe the trader built it. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know what the trader was doing. But he had to make sure that suit got there.
I need some explanation on the trader. If they're making a
This is probably why people don't like the movie. Because of the explanation of the story.
Right, it doesn't make any sense. Why would he trade on his own people? Why? He's used to being a predator.
There's certain movies
why would you come and save a human race why?
If they would expand on that sequel.
If the predators kill for sport, why are you going I'm going to help the...
Because clearly they were doing something.
Because he became a traitor.
And then he had to split.
I guess.
Hey, I don't know.
I need explanations.
There's certain movies, if they entertain me, then I'll overlook some flaws.
But I need an explanation.
Okay, well, yeah. I just thought I was able to laugh, and I saw plenty of violence. That works for me. I'll say it has its flaws, but on the entertainment level, I enjoyed myself. So, we gotta rate it on our scale from, from Jack and Rose, which is 5, great, all the way down to Bella and Edward, which is 1, which is awful. So where are you ranking this movie? Do I need to go over the rankings again for you?
What's our number 4? Noah and Allie?
Yes.
I'll go with Noah and Allie. Just because I need an explanation.
Okay.
Number 4.
That's the only reason? Because if they had an explanation, you would give this movie a 5?
Yeah, because that's what was missing in the majority of things. Not just that explanation, it's an explanation as to why the kid didn't feel bad.
Oh, so if this movie was...
it just needed more things needed to be explained better. Not just the overall story, but more things need to be explained better.
Oh, so if this movie had a better story, this would be your favorite movie of the year, huh?
My favorite, but...
That's 5 range? 5 is classic great.
More than one movie would get a 5 though, so if I'm my favorite of the year, it's a good movie.
Great.
It's a good movie.
Oh, so it'd been top 5 then if it gave you a story.
No, I'm not gonna say it would be top 5, but things can be a 5 or 1. What's our rating? 1 is good. 1 is bad, right?
Yes, 1 is bad.
5 is good.
Yes.
A lot of movies can be a 5.
A lot. Okay. I will also give it a low Allie and Noah because it was entertaining and I definitely enjoyed it. But its flaws bring it, try to pull it closer to 3, which is Adonis and Bianca. But I'm going to give it an Allie and Noah as well. Okay. All right. Let's move on to your favorite segment of the show.
Why is this
Friend,
my favorite?
Marry, Kill.
This is your favorite.
Take 3 actors or actresses who are relevant this week from their movies and say if we would friend them, marry them, or kill them. Your 3 actors this week are... Olivia Munn from The Predator.
She's pretty.
Anna Kendrick, whatever her name is, from A Simple Favor.
Does that come out?
Mm-hmm.
It's out? Oh, we should go see that.
And from White Boy Rick, you think I'm going to say Matthew McConaughey, don't you?
No, you're right to the kid.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm going to say YG. You know who YG is.
The rapper?
Yep.
He's in that movie?
Yep. He got a nice little mini fro in there, too.
Is he in the trailer?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what YG looks like, though.
Exactly. So you right.
Can I get a picture?
Oh, my God.
I need to see.
Do I have to type in YG from White Boy Rick?
No, just YG.
Nah, I'm going to see if they got a picture.
Because I can't go based off his character. So with these things, I'm not going based off character, but off people.
That's why you can go off them in real
Right,
life.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm going off of. So I'm
going to see if I can get a picture from him in the movie.
Can I see both?
It's not like they're that much different.
So we're going Olivia Munn.
That's him in the movie. That's what I mean when he has like a little mini fro.
That's YG?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen this man before. Can I see him in real life?
How you not seen YG before?
It's not like music videos happen that much anymore.
He makes a bunch of music videos.
I'm not going on YouTube looking up music videos. They don't just come on TV
anymore. That's the first
anymore.
picture that came up.
Can we get one where he looks like a normal human being?
Oh my gosh, he was doing this.
Right.
Everybody's walking around doing
I can't
this.
deal with that.
I can't tell you how many times of a day I walk around doing this. Dang, I should type in YG full blooded out. Is that a better picture? Him lounging on the couch?
Okay, I think I've made my decisions.
Alright,
I think my answers are solely based on looks because I don't know much about these people.
You shallow.
Except for one.
Alright, so just...
My friend option will be Anna Kendrick. To me, she seems pretty cool and pretty fun to hang out with. I don't know.
Did you not see Pitch Perfect 2?
Right, so she seemed cool.
She was spitting out all those terrible jokes. She was really trying to hold that movie back.
Right, she's corny.
That movie was a great movie, but her hitting on that one foreigner.
I can deal with corny jokes.
Hers was a certain level of corny.
I can deal with that. I think she could be my friend. I don't know much about Olivia Munn, but she is pretty gorgeous, so.
She used to date Aaron Rodgers.
Who's that?
Oh my gosh.
He a baseball player?
I really wish we had fans.
Who is he?
He plays a quarterback for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh. Okay. Why does that matter?
Because he's like one of the best players in the NFL.
Okay, whatever.
He's dating Danica Patrick now. Yeah. Who's Danica Patrick?
She's the race car driver.
Oh, you know who that person is, but you don't know who Usain Bolt is? Or Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Mind blown.
Usain Bolt play football too?
Who?
Usain Bolt.
No, who?
What does he do?
He's a track athlete. He's like one of the probably the fastest man in the world.
Oh, go him. Well, good job for him.
Continue, please.
But I'll marry her. She's pretty cool, good, gorgeous looking. So I'll marry her. She seemed to have like some good morals. She went on Ellen saying that she wanted some scene cut with a chopped predator guy. So I guess she has some type of good morals.
You don't even know what's going on there, huh?
Some guy who they brought on set to be an extra or something. He was a predator. He tried to like do something with his niece or something, or a family member underage. And she said that she didn't want that film. That scene in the film. She wanted it cut, and like her co-stars chastised her for that or something. That's what she said on Ellen.
You know, she said she told her co-stars, and then the next day, people on set, meaning like the people who like around Fox in the movie, chastised her for telling them.
Oh.
They wanted it to just be like, yo, we cut the scene.
Quiet. Right.
Stop telling people about it.
Oh. Well, like I said, she has some good morals. She's pretty gorgeous. I'll marry her. YG can go, I guess. I mean, he wasn't attractive in any of those pictures.
We know what gang you're not affiliated with.
I'm not affiliated with any gangs. You're right. And neither are you. I'm perfectly okay with that.
I'm killing Anna Kendrick, whatever her name is. Because, as I like to call her, I call her Anna, take it or leave it Kendrick. Because you take her, put her in a movie, take her out, it won't really make a difference.
Nathan, that's not nice.
She's an okay actress. She has some movies where I'm like, or sometimes when she's in movies I'm like, cool. Then sometimes I'm just like, scale it back.
She'd be a girl that you liked.
I'm being friends with YG so I can have affiliations when I go to LA.
So you can get shot when you go because you don't.
I can just call it YG like so I'm safe.
No, you're not.
You gotta know people. You gotta check in. So I check in when I get to Cali. You're like, what's up, YG? Am I good? He look out for me. I'm straight. Okay. And then I'll marry Olivia Munn because I've always been an Olivia Munn fan. So.
Well, you can't marry if I'm already married to her.
We live in 2 different universes.
I'm already married to her.
We live in 2 different universes. This is Castle Rock.
I'm already married
to
her.
Castle Rock.
And then you killed
This is
my
Castle
BFF,
Rock.
Anna Kendrick.
Oh,
And
y'all
then I
BFFs
killed,
now?
Yep, and I killed your
Okay.
BFF YG, so...
Okay.
Yeah, we're just fighting to the death for Olivia Munn, I guess.
Definitely
I'm
not
already
fighting to
married
the death
her.
over no woman.
I'm already married to her, so...
I'm too busy getting money.
Okay.
Too busy getting money. Alright, let's move on to some topics that I have for this week. Winston. Being over there, being all mischievous. Alright, so Superman rumors have been flooding the net. First, Henry Cavill, they said he quit being Superman because of, he was, what did they say? He was negotiating to be in Shazam. They wanted him to be in Shazam, make a cameo appearance.
He didn't want to be in it or something like that.
And they negotiated. They couldn't come to an agreement, so that he just chucked the deuce at the whole thing. Then,
That would be petty.
and they were also saying WB wanted to move in a different direction because they're working on a Supergirl movie. They wanted to focus on that, and they were just over him being Superman. They were saying Superman is like a Bond. You always have different Bonds out of nowhere, and basically saying Superman is easily replaceable. Then
I mean, as many Superman movies as there's been, and TV shows.
Then Warner Brother and Cavill's agent came out and refuted that rumor. And then a nice, interesting rumor started floating around that
The gorgeous one?
Warner Brothers wanted Michael B to be
the
Superman.
gorgeous one. Yes, I saw that one.
That's his nickname now?
Yes.
The gorgeous one?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so my question to you is, if I was Superman, very believable, I know, but was too tired as Clark Kent, even though Superman doesn't get tired.
You don't get tired, right?
I know what I'm saying, but in this story, Superman does get tired. So if I was Superman and I got tired being Superman, so I was too tired when I was Clark Kent to do anything like work, would you be okay with us living off your journalist check, Lois Lane?
Does Lois make a lot of money? I don't know.
You see me regretting being a journalist as my major. Unless you a top-notch journalist. You know.
She's top-notch.
But, okay, so would you been okay with us living off that?
I mean, I would live off of it just fine. Are you still doing your Superman stuff?
Yeah, that's why I'm so tired when I'm
Oh, you're
Kent.
still saving the world?
Yeah, so it's a give and take. I save the world, you do the work. And I'm not getting paid saving the world.
I mean, I guess I'd be okay with it if you're out saving the world. But, you know, we're going to have to, like, watch the budget. But we'll be alright.
You cannot make Superman watch the budget. If I'm going out to eat,
You're not watching the checkbook. You know.
Porterhouse.
No.
Yes, I'm Superman. I bet his metabolism is running like crazy.
Okay, so then go catch you a darn cow and bring it home, and we go make some porterhouse.
I'm not killing a cow just so I can eat a porterhouse.
Why? That's what they're doing, just so you
I'm
can
not doing it. I don't know what goes on in the factories. That has nothing to do with me. When I look at the menu and I see 23-ounce porterhouse, the LeBron special, I want that porterhouse because I am Superman and I deserve it.
My check ain't covering it, so clearly you're not getting a porterhouse. I'll go buy you a T-bone to make it.
What no T-bone? Do I ever like bones in my steaks?
Porterhouse got bone.
Oh, well, I want. What's the one that don't got no bone in it, but it's super big? Whatever the biggest steak is on the menu that ain't got no bone, I want that.
No, we can't afford it. I'm a journalist.
I am Superman.
I am a journalist. Do you want to have an apartment or a porterhouse?
You need to cut some other areas so I can get my steak.
No. Maybe your mom will give us the farm. Since she died. His mom's dead, right?
I mean, in this universe? Or?
Yeah.
Nah, she's still alive.
Oh. Well.
You're just trying to kill off my mom?
No! In the last movie, didn't she die?
Martha.
No, they saved Martha. Batman saved her.
Yeah.
But Martha was still loving us.
Do we need to go over the scene again?
No, I don't.
Save Martha?
No, I remember now. Okay. But, Martha seems to, like, really love her son. She let us live there for free, so if we can live with your mom for free, I'll buy you a porterhouse steak. Bills ain't cheap. Okay? And what do they live in? They live in Metropolis. I'm pretty sure that's like New York types of rent. We're living on a farm with Martha, and then you can have a porterhouse. That's where we live in. If you want porterhouse steaks and the finest dining in, you want to live this.
I didn't say I had to have the finest dining every time we go out, but I deserve to get whatever I want whenever I go out. I deserve to get the newest 2K, because you know Superman.
You get the newest 2K in real life.
Yeah, but I'm saying also.
They don't have 2K in that universe.
Yes, they do.
Nope.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
Yes, they
Superman
do.
don't got time to play video games.
That stuff ain't happening 24/7.
It is. He gotta go.
But when I need some wind down time, I like to wind down with some 2K.
No, you can go to sleep.
My finest glass of Chardonnay.
You don't drink no Chardonnay.
Superman likes Chardonnay.
We living at the farm with Martha, and we're gonna get whatever my check allows us to get. That's how life gonna be.
I mean, if I gotta get the big porterhouse and you just gotta get a salad,
Nah, bro.
that's how it is.
Nah.
Okay, I'll just let Doomsday come
You're
back
not
and kill
gonna
us.
see the checkbook, so you're not gonna know what we got available.
It don't matter. I don't need to see a checkbook.
You're
I know
right.
because I'm getting whatever I want to get.
You don't know. Not if I don't got it. You don't know if I got it or not.
All right, for real. Okay. Next.
I'm not saying we can't go be together. You know, you're right. I'm gonna let my check take care of it because you saving the world and whatnot. But we're not gonna be poor because you Superman and want to eat porterhouses.
The general odds of the world want to come in and just turn the whole world into Krypton. I'm
You
just
gonna
letting
do
that,
it happen because you can't get a porterhouse steak?
Huh?
You gonna let that happen because you can't get a porterhouse steak?
Petty.
Well, if then that's the case, then we're not gonna be together because I'm not going to be letting me not buy you a porterhouse steak.
All right, when I make sure I say everybody in the world except you, I'd be like, oops, didn't see her over there calling my name saying, save me, Superman.
That's okay, you'll cry about it later.
Please. I'm Superman.
You'll cry about it.
I got the pick.
You'll cry about it.
A pick of the litter out there. I'm Superman.
You'll cry. You're Superman. They don't know you Superman. It's secret identity. You don't have to pick a litter.
But Clark, they see...
Clark don't got to pick a litter.
They see Clark dripping so much
Clark
swagoo.
does not have... Clark is not that popular with the ladies.
Yeah, because they don't know.
Exactly. You're not supposed to know.
Man, don't
Which
be
also makes
like
no sense. I don't understand how they don't know. Like, he doesn't... I don't understand.
That's it.
You can tell it's me with and without my glasses. Like...
Wait, do that again? Where we gotta go?
This is ridiculous. That's the only thing he has for his secret
That's
identity.
crazy. Where'd you just go?
Secret identity.
Where'd you just go?
That's dumb.
Okay.
Ooh, he has a little curl. Like, what? I don't understand.
I'm just asking where'd you
That's
just go?
so dumb. At least Batman has a whole mask on and he tries to do something different with his voice. Superman looks the same, sounds the same, it's all the same.
Alright. Well, let's move on.
Okay.
Speaking of the gorgeous one, Dolph Lundgren, whatever his name is. He played Ivan Drago in the Rocky movie, Rocky 4. Remember that? The Russian?
Yes.
He played him, and he's going to be in Creed 2. But he almost turned down the role in Creed 2.
Why?
Just because you know how people are. They like, you're not going to do it well the second time. He had some fear. Didn't want him to mess it up.
Oh.
But, he ended up doing it.
Actors are strange.
So my question for you is, if we got kidnapped and our kidnapper said we had to box each other for 12 rounds for them to let us go, would you be mad when I Ali you throughout the fight?
You would Ali me throughout the fight?
They said you have to fight seriously as well. Would you be mad when I hit you with the haymakers?
You would do that to me?
Okay, so if they see me just standing there and you just hitting me, they're like, he's not taking them seriously. Pew, pew. Both of us gone.
You would beat me.
So you're saying you'd rather us both die than you take a couple of black eyes?
You would beat me.
Wow.
Wow.
So I'm trying to save us.
Why does this scenario think is that my cat? No, it's your cat.
This is mine.
Yes, I'd be mad.
So you'd rather us just die?
No, we're clearly not going to die because you're going to beat me up anyway. But I don't know if we're lasting afterwards.
I'm going to keep my hands down, and then they say, all right, if you don't try to seriously fight, you guys are done.
Right, go ahead for it, but I don't know if we're going to last after that. I'll be traumatized.
I'll be traumatized too, because I had to do it.
Well, you're going to be traumatized by yourself.
Why? You are crazy.
I can't live in a house where a man beat me.
But we had to. I'm not going to do it happily. I'll probably be more traumatized than you.
Probably not.
So then I'd probably leave. I'd leave first.
You can't leave first.
I leave first.
I will have been gone.
I've been gone. I'm already mentally gone. I was mentally gone for you. When I threw that first punch, before I even threw that
when
first punch.
When I saw you throw the first punch, I was gone.
So I still beat you. So because before I even threw the punch, I'm already mentally gone because I already know where this is going to go.
Nope.
I can't believe you.
I already was gone.
I can't believe you. That's crazy.
How?
It's either die or...
Right, I'm not saying that you're not going to do it because, hello, we need to get out of the death situation. First, you don't have to hit me in my face, first off.
Okay, I won't hit you in the face. I'll just give you mad body shots. Is that better if I gave you mad body shots?
I don't
Just tag those ribs?
I don't know, but I don't think we last after that.
Oh, you didn't see how fast I was just throwing punches?
That wasn't that fast.
It was like the Flash. Yeah.
Who's kidnapping people, making them do this?
I don't know.
Where did you get this situation from?
I don't know.
You just
people are
really
crazy.
drew this out of nowhere.
People are crazy, and I didn't bring it out of nowhere. Creed has to do with boxing or death.
I don't know, but it could have been like not really. They're boxing for money. That you could say like, ooh, if we were paid
Apollo.
If we were paid,
this Creed 2 is going to have to deal with boxing or death.
Okay, but you could have something like if we were being paid $1 bajillion dollars, but we had to actually fight for real for 12 rounds. Would you let that happen?
So you rather take the money than death?
Yo, if it's money and we getting paid that much, we're gonna be set for life.
So you would be okay with dying, but you wouldn't be okay with...
I'm not saying I'd be okay with dying. I'm saying why did it have to be such a negative scenario? Why couldn't it be a better scenario?
Because kidnappers are crazy.
Why are we being kidnapped? Why couldn't it be
really
we just got offered this?
I'm really testing that mental strength.
Because you're a psycho.
And clearly some body blows can defeat our relationship. So that's nice to know.
You abusing me for 12 rounds straight can kill a relationship.
What if if we could just talk beforehand, you were just like, yo, you hit me with one good body blow, and I'll pretend to be knocked out.
They said we have to do 12 rounds. You can't change the stipulations, Nathan.
No, the fight, like, regular fights go for 12 rounds unless somebody gets knocked out. So if somebody gets knocked out...
Oh, then I probably would get knocked out. I wouldn't even pretend. I would be knocked out.
Yeah, you're right, because you see these guns of steel. Ow.
Aw, did you break
Stupid
your
knob.
Did you break your gun?
The knob is super sharp.
Aw, I'm sorry.
Anyways, let's move on to a lighter note.
I thought it'd beat you up sometimes.
Well, yeah, admit that on camera. Yep, she does, and I don't want it. I don't ask for those beatdowns. I just take them because I'm scared.
No, you get beat up because you be starting stuff.
Look at this attitude. You're the one. I'm glad the footage is there. So I'm gonna call the cops. Like, cops, do you know what YouTube is? Go in there. And you have to like
trust the person who said you're gonna give me tons of body shots to my ribs?
Because I'm trying to survive.
Black both my
I'm
eyes,
trying to survive.
You gonna knock me out unconscious?
I don't want to do. I never said unconscious. You are over.
That's what a knockout is, Nathan.
Not if you're acting. All right, you know who Kate Beckinsale is?
I've heard of this name, but I can't remember who she is.
The Kate Beckinsale from Underworld.
Oh yeah, her. That's what I thought it was.
She's Selena.
Selena who?
From Underworld.
Oh, her name is Selena Underworld. Okay, yeah, I remember. I know her.
Now you gotta be second guessing myself.
I couldn't remember what her name was.
Yeah, so Kate Beckinsale said recently that she's done making Underworld movies.
They weren't done with Underworld? Why did she say this? I thought they were done.
Because there was one that just came out last year.
Right, wasn't that it?
No.
They're not done?
They probably, that one made like a profit or whatever, so they probably wanted to make, I mean, they've been severely declining in the money they've been making. So, I don't know if it was actually an option. Why are they still dragging
this movie? I thought it was done.
No, the last one, I actually liked
the last one. I thought she was just saying facts. Like, the movie, the series is done, I'm done. Like,
no,
oh, okay.
Somebody just asked her, so there was a possibility that they'll make more, but.
Oh, okay.
If they were actually going to, probably not.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyways, my question to you is, if you were a vampire who had to hunt werewolves and kill them.
Sounds exhausting.
Because this is the plot from the first one. So if you were a vampire who had to hunt werewolves like Selena, I think her name was Selena, and kill them, then you met me, a human, who after we fall madly in love gets bit by a werewolf, then turning me into one, would you still do your duty and kill me?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I love you.
But you're supposed to kill me. The werewolf slaughtered your whole family. I don't
agree to this job after all. I met you when you were a human. It's not your fault you got bit by a werewolf. Why would I kill you?
But your people are telling me, yo, he got to go.
Well, then they can shove it.
Wow, so you're gonna...
Clearly werewolves and vampires can coexist. Have you not seen the Vampire Diaries? They get along sometimes.
I definitely don't watch. Never have I watched Vampire Diaries.
Well, they get along sometimes. Two of them even, a vampire and a wolf even dated. And in the originals, sometimes they got along. Sometimes they had some beef. But sometimes they got along too. It can work out.
Diaries is trash.
It's not. You're just a hater.
It's no Riverdale.
Riverdale is trash.
Please stop it.
Nope, Riverdale is trash.
You're
No, I'm not
trash.
gonna kill you. We'll run
That's
away
stupid.
somewhere.
Alright, so just get this on.
Now, what if I would have said I would have killed you? She didn't have no family in that movie.
Yeah, she did. Her people.
You said her family
Her
died.
people are her family.
Man, them just people. Them ain't her family.
You wild. She had her dad.
Her dad is dead.
I don't know.
That guy ain't her dad. That guy ain't her dad.
I don't remember.
And like they be trying to like find people who turned you into a vampire in your family. I mean your dad or whoever. That ain't your daddy. That ain't dead. Your dad. Man, vampires' families have been dead a long time. Clearly, because they've lived for hundreds of years. They're real
They
family.
still have beef.
Me and you ain't got beef. I met you as a person.
Yeah, but you have beef with my people.
Okay, I'm gonna have beef with who's trying to kill me. So if your people got beef with vampires, you gonna try to kill me?
I mean,
When you just recently turned, you wasn't even a werewolf for that long.
it's
So
just
you gonna
like
try to
being in a
kill
game.
me?
If I got jumped
So
in,
you
I
gonna try to
gotta
kill me after
I
we
gotta
fell
ride.
madly in love for however long, and then you got turned to a werewolf? You be like, oh,
I don't know the
just because I got
circumstances.
turned,
That's
I'm
not
gonna try to
the
kill
question.
you.
That's
No,
not the
this is
question.
the question.
You can't
I'm
turn the question
asking.
around.
I'm asking you. No,
I'm
I'm
asking
asking
you.
you right now.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
But
Answer
you're
the
not the
question. I already
question
answered your
maker.
question. I'm asking you a question now. I'm gonna start making questions.
I don't need you to start making
Nope. This has to be two-sided. So,
It's not.
answer the question, Nathan.
Oh!
So corny.
Let me write
Answer
that one
the
down, Win-Win.
question, Nathan.
Why is he looking at me like that?
Because you ignoring the question. So I see you're gonna keep ignoring it. That's cool.
I'm sorry, we're short for time. So you wouldn't ride with your people, and you would just let love
Clearly
get in the
not.
way.
Her people
You
ain't
would let
even.
love get in the way.
Her people don't even ride for her.
I mean, I appreciate you letting me live. Tip of the cap to
You know
you.
what? For now I don't even want to let you live. You can go.
Tip of the cap to you. Thank
Because
you.
you seem ungrateful.
I'm just saying.
You said
like,
I should ride my
don't
people. I'm
put
gonna
my
follow your
needs-
wishes.
Don't put my needs.
Because I love
in
you
front of
so
yours.
much, I'm gonna go with what makes you happy, and what makes you happy clearly is for me to kill you and ride my peoples. So I'm gonna kill you out of love for you. So
No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
I got you. I'm killing you because that's what you want.
No hard feelings.
I'm
Right?
killing you because that's what you want.
Okay.
I was gonna let you live, but you don't want that, so I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, I do want to live.
No,
but
you
I can
don't. You
understand
want,
why
you want me to ride my people, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I can understand why you would have to kill
And I'm
me.
gonna go find somebody else to follow.
I'm not saying you will kill me because I'm a werewolf now. You can't stop
You
me.
just turned into one. You don't know what you're doing.
Claws, rawr. Can't catch me. Never will.
I've been a vampire for hundreds of years. You just turned into a werewolf. You know what you're
Don't
doing.
care.
And
I'm a
her
man.
job was to kill werewolves to begin
I'm
with.
a
So
man.
clearly she could kill a baby werewolf.
I'm a man. I can do whatever I want. Now that
No.
I'm a werewolf man, there's no
You
stopping
a baby werewolf man. You like a week old.
me. I'm still a man.
And honestly, I could kill you before you turn for the first time.
I'm already turned.
No. Already know.
howling at the
Already
moment.
know.
I'm already howling.
Alright.
Alright, you ready to move on to the float or freeze segment?
Crap, I didn't think of anybody again.
Do this every time.
I know.
So I guess I'll have to. So first we'll do who you want to share the door
Start
with.
thinking of that.
Anybody you want to share the door with that's coming to your head?
I'll share the door with what's the little kid's name?
From
The
the
movie?
movie?
Yeah.
His real name?
Yeah,
Jacob Tremblay.
Jacob Tremblay. That was the kid from Room, right?
Yes, and he did nowhere near as good of a job.
No, he
as
definitely
this as he
didn't
did
do
in
a good
Room,
job
but
in Room, but he has some potential. He's gonna be a great actor one day, and he's a kid. I'll share the door with him. Kid shouldn't die.
I think he's like a niche actor, but okay.
He has potential. Kid shouldn't die. I'll share the door with him.
That's generous. I'm kicking that little nerd in the ocean, but
He's so disrespectful. You just killing babies.
he's a grown kid.
He's not a grown kid. He don't even got no facial hair yet. He not no grown kid. My brother, that's a grown kid.
Oh my gosh.
He's a grown child. But
Teenagers is different.
he grown.
Okay, when he's gonna start paying bills?
I don't know. He needs to. He grown. He got a full face of hair. He grown.
Just because he has a full face hair
Yep.
doesn't mean he's grown.
He grown man. He grown.
Okay. You tell him that. Alright.
I did.
I am going to share the door with an actress by the name of Rose Byrne. I just saw Juliet naked this week. Great movie.
Was she naked?
No, that's not why.
Why is it called Juliet naked?
Because like the guy that the artist that her boyfriend was obsessed with in the movie, his album was called Juliet, and then they end up getting like a stripped down version of the album that they call it Juliet Naked.
Okay.
So that's why it's called that. So, but I'm sharing the door with her because she's a great actress. Once again, showed that she has great skills when it comes to acting. She got good screen presence, charisma.
You just like her.
Huh?
You just like her.
Yeah, she's cool. So I'm going to share the door with her. If you ain't seen a film by the name of Juliet Naked, you should check it out. Great movie.
I mean, you watched it without me, but what else?
Yeah, because you got stuff to do. I'm sorry. This happens when you're in school.
Watched it without
And I'm like a bird. I want to fly to the movies. I don't care if you got homework.
I know.
I don't care if my soul
You saw it in
hurts.
theaters?
Yes.
Oh, that's in theaters?
Where else did I go to see it at?
I don't know.
The local bodega?
No.
Go to the back where they got the...
On your computer. I don't know. At work.
Oh. Alright, so time to see who you gonna let freeze. Brr. Who you freezing? Or who you letting freeze? Who you letting stay in the ocean and getting they jack on?
Oh, okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Gosh.
You don't say it like that.
I said it's normal.
You can go first. I'm still thinking.
Alright, I am going to let all the people at Warner Brothers who work on the DC movies freeze. Because they clearly have no idea what they're doing. They are trying. They are failing. It's understandable to try new things and try to differentiate yourself from Marvel and do things your way to set yourself apart. Cool. But it hasn't worked. You tried something else. Hasn't worked. So... everything is just going bad for them right now. It's to the point where they need to decide, we're going to blow this whole thing up and just work with Wonder Woman, like reboot everything else besides Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot's movie was good.
Or are we just going to start making separate movies from everything? Because that's what they're kind of doing now. There's a Joker movie that's coming out and it's separate from the DC EU movies. So, well, it's not original, really called that, but it's called the DC Cinematic Extended Universe. Those are like with the Batman, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League. All those movies are in there. They're coming out with a Joker movie that's completely separate from those.
Yeah, it's not even they're not putting that Jared Leto back in there, right?
It's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, that guy.
So they're gonna do like people used to do back in the day, just make separate superhero movies and stop trying to force them together in a franchise.
That movie too. Like they're making giving you a backstory on Joker.
Well, it's Todd Phillips' idea.
Origin story or whatever.
It's a unique, so it's gonna be interesting. Can't wait. So,
even the comics don't have an origin for.
The comics do have an origin for Joker.
Everything changes. It's never constant.
Exactly, and he's doing it like it's really just his own idea.
Okay.
So it might be inspired by stuff, but this Joker's name is named like Arthur Flack or something. He's never been called that in the comic books. Arthur Flack, it's whatever. His first name is Arthur. Never been called Arthur in the comic books, so clearly he's doing something. So I'm letting all them freeze because...
That's a lot of people. Like, that's the whole boat besides you. There's a lot of people who work on these movies. Do you not see how long these trailers are, Nathan? I mean, not trailers. How long the credits are? You can let the whole boat freeze. You can be the only person who lives.
Hey, if I gotta run DC by myself, I'll do it.
I mean, they all can't fit on the door, no way, because they all always think.
Y'all might as well all just freeze together. If that's the way to whitewash y'all and get
maybe
this DC
if they all stay together, they won't
fixed,
freeze.
Then we gotta do. So look at
I still can't think of someone to freeze.
Look at Win-Win.
Yo, I know who can freeze. These people who made the Bobby Brown movie. Because you got me watching it.
You watched one part of it.
Right, but it's like too much jumpiness, like the scenes aren't long enough, like they don't stay on the issue for long enough. That movie's not doing that great for me.
But he's a
I
producer.
still want to watch the
His
second part, but they can freeze it. I just don't think it's that great of a movie.
I tried to warn you. I said it's cool, but it's like the Tupac movie where it's a timeline movie. They jump through everything.
Jumps, and I don't even know what's going on sometimes.
That's why they might have needed an extra part or two, like the New Edition story. So it can flow a little better. They get to spend time on more sections.
I mean, that happened a little bit in the New Edition story too, but yeah those people can freeze. That movie is.
But the New Edition story had 3 parts, 3 sections of their lives.
I know, but sometimes it still jumped a lot.
Yeah, but it was able to focus. I mean, I'm not saying it was like it did. It wasn't perfect, but it flowed better. We had them as kids, and then the middle part was them as young guys. Second part, them getting washed. And them being older and whatnot. So maybe the Bobby Brown story did that. I don't know. So you said the people who did the Bobby Brown story.
Yep.
Okay, even though you haven't seen the second part.
I saw the first part.
But you haven't finished it.
But I'm pretty sure it still goes in the same directions.
Maybe. I mean, they really got to touch on some mad deaths. But okay. Alright, so people who did the Bobby Brown story.
Okay.
Alright, well, this has been...
Share the door.
With your boy, Black Jack. No gambling. Right, Win-Win?
Nathan.
Leo Archibald. Stop calling me by my government.
That's your name.
And who is you? Who is you?
Who am I?
You tell me.
You tell me.
Once you take your glasses off, I have no... Wait, so who's a stranger in our house?
Brianna.
So make sure you go on YouTube, type in Share the Door Podcast. You have to type it in all the way or you won't find it.
I mean, if you don't put in podcast, you just got to scroll down a lot. But if you do put in podcast, it'll be first.
So go in there and, like the kids say, subscribe and watch all those. We got the searching review also up on there.
We got the
first
nun review.
And the second episode. And then we'll have this up. So when you see it, it should be up. Go on SoundCloud at Share the Door Podcast. Or under the Great Musical, both of the episodes, and this episode will be on there. I'm waiting for iTunes to give us, or to officially let the podcast link officially submit. Then I'll just only put it on Share the Door podcast on SoundCloud. But until then, I'll keep putting it on the Leo B. Gyllenhaal feed. And so yeah, okay. So you can find this episode will be on iTunes under the Leo B. Gyllenhaal feed and on SoundCloud, Great Musical. Go on Instagram at Share the Door. I don't remember if that just Share the Door.
I think it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna start finally updating that and whatnot. So yeah, all right. So how do you want to end this off?
Night peeps.
Night peeps. What if somebody decides to listen to this in the crack a day?
That's nice for them. It's nighttime here.
Over here in Canada. Alright.
Canada? We're moving to Canada?
We're
moving to Canada?
And we're done. That ridiculous question.